This happened to one of my subscribers' friends. Even now, thinking about it still gives her chills. Akane had recently rented a small apartment in a city area in Japan. She didn't know many people there yet, so most of the time she lived completely alone. At first, everything seemed normal, but about 3 or 4 days after moving in, something strange began happening. One night, at exactly 2:30 a.m., her apartment doorbell suddenly rang. Half asleep, Akane got up and opened the door. There was no one there. The hallway was completely empty. She assumed someone had pressed the wrong doorbell and went back to bed. Soon, this kept happening over and over again. Akane could barely sleep anymore. Every night she lay awake, anxiously waiting for the doorbell to ring again. Then one night, something far more terrifying happened. Akane went to sleep as usual. A few hours later, she suddenly woke up. Immediately, she realized something was wrong. She couldn't move. Her body felt completely frozen. Then she saw it. A woman was standing over her. The woman stared directly down at Akane. One of her feet was pressed firmly against Akane's chest. Akane tried to scream, but she couldn't move or make a sound. She was completely paralyzed with fear. After what felt like an eternity, she suddenly fell back asleep. The next morning, Akane convinced herself it must have been a nightmare, but it wasn't. The same thing happened again the next night. For several weeks, Akane woke up to the same terrifying sight. The woman standing over her, watching her. Eventually, Akane couldn't take it anymore. A few days later, she decided to visit a monk. As soon as the monk saw her, his expression became serious. He told her it looked like someone had placed black magic on her. Akane was horrified. The monk explained that to break the curse, a ritual would need to be performed at midnight. Akane agreed. On the night of the ritual, the monk began chanting prayers. As his voice echoed through the room, the woman appeared again, standing there, watching Akane. The monk immediately commanded the spirit to leave her alone, but the woman slowly shook her head. She said she couldn't leave because she was bound to Akane. In a chilling voice, the woman said that to undo the spell, they would have to go to the place where the magic had first been created. The monk demanded that she show them. The woman nodded. She led them to an abandoned house nearby. Apparently, strange things like this were not uncommon in that area. Once inside the yard, the woman pointed to a specific spot on the ground. Then she disappeared. Akane and the monk began digging. They uncovered something buried underground, a small wooden box. Inside the box was a voodoo doll, along with several of Akane's personal belongings. The sight was so horrifying that Akane immediately threw the box away and began vomiting. The monk continued chanting and burned the box along with everything inside it. As the flames consumed the objects, the woman vanished completely, as if she had never existed. Sometime later, Akane's mother told her about a strange dream she had. In the dream, she saw Akane being dragged away by a terrifying evil spirit. At first, her mother dismissed it as nothing more than a disturbing coincidence, but later, she realized something shocking. The dream happened at the exact same time Akane had been suffering from the curse. The question still remained: who had placed the black magic on Akane? 6 months later, she finally got an answer. One of her friends revealed something disturbing. Akane's ex-boyfriend had been involved in black ritual activities. Even today, long after everything ended, Akane still sometimes experiences sleep paralysis, and in her dreams, she sometimes sees dark shadows watching her.